Hello and welcome back to Social Sanity or Lack Thereof. I'm Ashley,
I'm Christie.
and this week we're talking about senior year. Picture it. Tennessee, 2003 senior prom, saving memories and graduation. Walking down memory lane. It was 20 years ago, but we still remember.
Yeah. I swear I remember like it was yesterday. There's not a lot that I didn't forget about that night.
I mean, yeah, that was a good night. I enjoyed prom. But let's start with do you remember like doing like senior week and like yearbooks and class rings and all that crap?
Yeah.
It's like I don't have my class ring anymore, but I was like, how am I gonna do Trenton's class ring? Because I feel like he's got those good fingers. I feel like he should have a class ring.
Yeah.
But
He'd
yeah.
look snazzy with one.
Yeah. Like I feel like it'll look cool. And I want to get mine
Yeah.
remade, but I don't know if that company is still in operation.
Jostin?
Jostens, yeah.
Yeah, girl, they are. They're in Shelbyville. I found that out like after we moved out there.
Hmm.
So Michaela had told me that Jostens was out there, and she said that I swear it was her. It was either her that told me or somebody else that said that all of those rings that we all bought, because I bought mine from there as well.
Hmm.
Mine was like the white gold, and then it had a diamond. I don't know. I don't know if it was cubic zirconia. I'm assuming it was, but I know that it was like a few $100s what my mom paid for it. And everybody was like talking about it, that they weren't actually real. Like they were charging people all this like expensive ass money, and like, yeah, it wasn't even real. Actually, now that I think about it, it wasn't Michaela. Michaela did tell me that Johnson's was out there, but
Hmm.
the person that told me that was someone that worked at a jewelry company, because he
Mm.
said that people would bring them in all the time and they would not pass the real, like the test where they would check it. I was like,
Girl,
of course. Of
mine was
course.
$80. I did not spend 200 and some odd dollars on mine. I got
Girl.
rhodium and I knew that emerald was simulated AF.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And but I got like the little emblems on the side and like the engraving, and I think my signature was on the inside. But girl, somebody stole my class ring when I worked at Walmart. So that ring and some other little cheap silver ring that I had, and I was like, I'm
And then they were
sad.
in for like a rude awakening when they tried to take it in and get money for it.
Wasn't worth shit. It was purely sentimental. Purely sentimental.
Wow. What a dumbass they were.
Right? It's
Oh
like
my
you can't
God.
tell that was cheap as shit. I just worked because I liked it. It was pretty. I just graduated
Yeah.
high school. Like,
Everybody wanted a senior ring. And do you remember like they did? I remember getting mine junior year because we placed the orders like junior year,
mhm,
and I got it at the end of junior year.
yeah, I wore mine
But it
everywhere.
was such a big deal. But
Hmm.
then they also had like the platinum rings, and I could not get over that. Like I remember, I feel like it was Zach Eddy. Do you remember Zach Eddy?
Vaguely.
He dated Amy Beth.
Yeah,
He was the
I
blonde
kind of
kid that
remember
he
him,
was a
but
swimmer.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, I was pretty sure had gotten the platinum ring,
Hmm.
and they were like $1,000 or something. I don't even remember, but I can't imagine spending that much money on something that wasn't even real.
Like I know those stones weren't real. Like they had to be. There was no way they were real because
Mm-mm.
they were semi-precious stones, and like they were like, oh, you can put this and do this, and I'm like, no, 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 no,
Mm. How about that?
I don't know about all that. But yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
but that was fun. And then I don't know if I can't remember if I bought my senior yearbook or not.
I did. I think I waited until after we graduated.
Oh.
Yeah, because they went on sale. My mom was like not wanting to spend that money on it. Because I don't remember how much they were, but it was like a good chunk of change. You know, when you're in elementary school, middle school, it's like 20 bucks for a yearbook. You get to
Right.
high school and it's like 75, $80.
And I don't want that. I made a scrapbook though, like all my dance team stuff and like
Yeah.
flyers, stuff, and like all those pictures I took. Like I was constantly taking pictures because I decided I was going to be a photographer like my sophomore year, and I was like, not doing that either.
Time to snip, snip, snip.
Yeah, and I had a good camera too, an Olympus something or another before digital cameras. It was a film camera.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
collected a lot of memories and stuff, and then I tried to dig out my pictures from prom,
Mm-hmm.
but like I know we didn't go prom dress shopping together. So what was your prom dress seeking shopping experience?
I'm trying to remember. I know I got it from a bridal shop that was out in Smyrna.
Mm-hmm.
At like a little, I think it was Bridal Country, I think is what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting it from there, and the color of it was so pretty,
Mm-hmm.
like that coral color. I don't know if you remember, but it
Yes,
was a coral color. Oh,
I remember.
yes, I
You were
loved it.
so friggin' tan.
Yes, it definitely popped on that freaking coral dress, man. Oh, memories. I do remember that I had to get it hemmed,
Mm-hmm.
and they hemmed it for me, and I did not, because senior year I did not work because I worked junior year,
Mm-hmm.
and then I quit my job, so I didn't have like any money. If I had any money, it was because my mom gave it to me. And I can remember having to get it hemmed and then going to pick it up, and they were like trying to charge me $35 to hem it,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have $35, and
Oh,
they gave it to
dang.
me anyway, and they're like, you'll have to come back and pay, and I was like, okay, and I literally never did.
Damn.
I didn't have $35.
Right. It's like, okay, sure.
I'm sorry, I didn't even know this was gonna cost anything, so I don't have any money. I'm a broke senior.
Right.
I don't have a job.
No. Yeah. I was so
How did your
annoyed.
experience?
Like
Oh, go ahead.
I went dress shopping with one of my other friends, Shannon Lane. We were in choir together.
Yeah, I remember her.
And then we went all the way to Nashville because we went to the White Room, and I was like, absolutely not. Mm-mm. No, no, no,
Oh
no, no, no,
Lord.
no. No.
No,
And I was like,
no.
can we go
You'll
to
be paying
like
for a whole wedding dress you leave there.
exactly. And it was beautiful. We tried on dresses. It was fun. And then we were like, okay, now let's be sensible. So we went to David's Bridal in Cool Springs, I think it was at the time. I don't remember. Like I
It
literally
probably
don't
was.
remember
I
where
feel
I
like it used to
was.
be out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do feel like it was out there.
So like tried on this really pretty, like off like halter top black dress that fit perfectly. Like
Mhm,
dresses don't fit me right. I usually have to buy them too big because of my butt.
mhm,
So like it fit me perfectly. It hit just at the right place, and it had like all this like applique and beading and pearls and stuff. And it had a little train, and the same like appliques and pearls and stuff were on it like a little spread or like a spray on the train. But my mom would
mhm.
not take me back to Cool Springs to get that dress, and it was $100.
Dang, I paid more than that for mine.
Girl, I'm
That
cheap.
was a good deal.
I've always been cheap. But we went to Dillard's, and I ended up with that dress that I wore. It was
Mhm.
like these little spaghetti straps, and my mom had to like tuck them in because I don't have shoulders. Like I have shoulders this way, but I don't have shoulders this way. So like you had to like cut it and then sew it, but she didn't have to hem it because I refused to let her hem it because it would have messed up the like organza overlay. Because this one
Mhm.
had like appliques and beads and crap on it too, but it was fuchsia.
Yeah,
And
I love that color.
I was like, I guess I'll get this one. It was $20 more than I wanted to pay, and I had a job at the time, so like and she did my alterations, but I'm like, I didn't want this dress, and I got my shoes from shoe department, and I couldn't get my nails done because if you have a weak stomach or get cringed easily, you may want to mute the pod for a moment. I was shaving, and I shaved my fingernail off on my ring finger, like the tip of my finger, so I couldn't get my nails done. Like I was gonna get French tips and
Shave
everything.
the tip of your finger when you were shaving your legs, I assume.
No,
The
I was
fuck were you
shaving my
shaving,
hoo ha.
Ashley?
I was shaving my hoo ha. Okay.
You shave your finger when you were shaving your hoo-ha.
I was pulling the skin taut so I could get a nice smooth finish.
Oh, so you probably shaved the opposite hand when you were like
Yeah.
going up. Okay.
Yeah. And it's like I was
Damn.
like, ow. So I just kind of French tipped the like over the little gap. And I was
Mhm.
like, that was really painful. And that
Oh my
sucks
God.
because now I can't get my nails done. And I was pissed because I had an appointment and
Girl.
everything.
Oh, I remember how important it was. You had to have your nails done, your
Mm-hmm.
toes done.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I'm pretty sure I had the French tips
Mm-hmm.
for mine. And then I'm pretty sure I did it the same thing to my toe. Yeah, because Lindsay went with us
Mm-hmm.
and she had told me like she had done her own toes, like she did the French on her toes. And I was like, girl, your toes look so good. Where did you get them done at? So I thought she had got, she went to a nail salon
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, oh no, I did it myself. And I was like, how? And she was like, oh, I just took a Q-tip and like dipped it in acetone and then
Mm-hmm.
like curved it out like on the toes, on the tips. And I was like, okay. Um, so I started doing my toes like that afterwards. I was like, all right, I still do them like that now. If I do French on my toes, I'll still do them the same way she taught me. Love it.
No.
Oh my goodness.
No, and like my mom was like, "Can I get rid of your prom dress now?" And I was like, "Why do you still have it?" Yeah, get rid of it. She's like, "Can Bella wear it?" I was like, "Bella is so small. No, she can't wear it. Like she's so much more petite. Like I don't know. Like I that dress was like an 8. Bella can't wear an 8. She wears like a 5 or something. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah, but
like,
you could hem it or like, alter it or whatever.
it'd be too short.
Oh yeah, because she's tall.
Yeah, she's 6 inches taller than I was when I was a senior in high school.
Damn, shorty.
Yeah. Hi, small.
Oh my gosh.
That
That's so
was
funny.
that was also the first time I'd ever been on a limo. So that was fun. So
I'm jelly.
and then my boyfriend forgot the friggin' prom tickets, and I was like, we're just gonna walk in. Because I'm not missing my prom. Like he
No,
had gotten in touch.
sorry.
Huh?
I was like, yeah, sorry.
Sorry. And I was like, we just waltzed in, and then I was like, I don't remember dancing really. Like I think we danced for like a couple songs and we did like a slow song, but like the rest of it was like mingling and taking pictures. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yes. I literally don't even remember dancing
mm-hmm.
like at all. I can remember, by the way, I could not find my tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Like not when I got there because I had them when I got there and I had a little black purse that
Mm-hmm.
I put them in. And
Oh, Webby.
I don't even know where I like lost. So mad because like, damn, those were my tickets to the prom. Like I wanted to keep those like in a keepsake box, and I couldn't
Right.
even do that. So I was mad. But I do remember there were a couple of girls that came that did not go to our school,
Mm-hmm.
and Miranda Haggany, she
Mm-hmm.
had invited them,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like homeschooled.
Oh.
So yeah, so that was kind of cool that they got to like go to a prom because they were the same age as us and they were
Mm-hmm.
like really good friends with her and
Mm-hmm.
lived close to her.
Oh.
So yeah, and one of them, she was pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, the other one wasn't. And I just remember like meeting them, and I can't remember if I met them at the prom or if we met before the prom because we all like went out to eat
Mm-hmm.
like before prom. but we did not go in a limo. So I'm jelly that you got to ride in a limo. Literally went in my own fucking car, which was a like 97 Grand Prix, Pontiac Grand Prix.
I remember that car. I remember I rode in that car. It was a good car.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That was before I got my really cool Grand Prix because I ended up, I don't know if you remember after that, I'd gotten a black Grand Prix and it was like a 2001.
Yep.
And that thing, as we said back in the day, that shit was tight, yo. It was black. It was supercharged. I felt like a queen in that car.
And she had a lead foot in that car.
What you just said.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord, that car has seen some things.
Right?
The back seat, too. But anyway, yeah, where did y'all go, like, to eat before prom?
Shit. Macaroni Grill, I think.
Okay.
And it was not good. It was just like the guys got various things, and then we chicks were like, oh, we're all dressed up. We don't want to, be bloated while we're, looking all fabulous and stuff. And I was, so we're going to share. And I was like, this is nasty. And everybody, all the girls, like, we did not enjoy our food. So I ended up eating my boyfriend's food.
What do you have?
Balsamic chicken.
Okay.
And it was delicious.
Well, hell.
He was like, mine's okay. Do you want some? I was like, yes, please. I'm hungry. I didn't eat.
Feed me.
Feed me, please. But yeah.
Well, that sucks. That sucks that the dinner wasn't memorable or not, nothing to write home about.
Yeah. But I was like, I don't know why we're going to dinner. I kind of don't want to. But we were like super early though. So I was like, I don't want to like go to the prom now. But then we were late for like the arrival or whatever.
Yeah, same.
So I was like, that was weird. That was weird. Mm-hmm. I don't know why but we also had to wait forever. And like there was a bunch of people in formal wear waiting for their food and their table. So we had to wait too. So I'm like, yeah, that was dumb. But it's whatever. It was.
And was that in Murfreesboro? Because I can't remember. Was Macaroni Grill in Murfreesboro at the time? Where was that at?
I want to say we were in like. No, we didn't go to Hendersonville, surely. I have no sense of direction for driving back then because I didn't drive. So I was like, I don't know where we are. It might have been maybe like Smyrna or maybe like outside of Nashville, on the outskirts of Nashville, maybe. I don't remember.
Maybe we went to Nashville. Like we went to a hibachi place out there because I don't remember there being hibachi places out here back in those days. I don't recall that.
I think there was like
went to Nashville.
There was like one, and like we were like, we don't want to go there because it's going to be super crowded and everybody's going to be there. So
you know what? Our crowd said the same thing. Like we were going to go like somewhere in Murfreesboro, and everybody was like, everybody's going to be going there because hello,
right. It's right there.
But yeah. I was scared. I did not think like with us going to Nashville, I was like, there's no fucking way we're going to get back in time. Like, because it was, I don't remember what time the prom started, but I know it was like an hour and a half before prom started when we got out there or we were going out there. I do remember that. I feel like I have something stuck. Yeah, I had a fucking hair stuck to my damn lip. Cat problems. Anyway, so like when we went to hibachi, the food was all right, and you know how like usually the chefs will like be up there doing their little show and like throw a piece of chicken or a piece of shrimp or something, you catch it in your mouth, and he was going around to like all of us doing it, and I was like, I'm not gonna catch this. because and literally to this day, I still will never catch
Mm,
a piece of chicken or shrimp. Do not throw one in my mouth. I ain't
mm-mm.
catching it. It won't
No,
happen. It'll
no.
hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't going down here. It ain't going down this throat.
Nope.
So, he was like going around, but then by the time he got to me, I was like, no. And of course, I didn't catch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember my date, who was also my boyfriend. And honestly, can you even still count that as a boyfriend? We didn't even date that long, but whatever. Ain't salty about it.
Right. Like,
uh,
it's in the past.
but I remember that he kept flirting with Lindsay all night long. Yeah, and like I didn't think about it at the time. I just
Mm-hmm.
thought he was being like silly because that's just how he was.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Your boyfriend is totally flirting with me, has been all night." And I was like, "Oh my God, I didn't even think about it." But it did leave me a little salty. Left a little
Right.
salty taste in my mouth. But he kept trying to get the chef to throw shit in her mouth. And he was just like, "Oh yeah, she likes to catch things in her mouth." Like,
Okay.
yeah, bitch, don't flirt with my friend.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. And supposed to be
Hmm.
on a date with you. Like, what?
Right.
Left
Like, what am I?
someplace.
A bologna sandwich? Hell. What am I
Left
here for?
someplace. Huh.
Make no damn sense.
Hmm.
But yeah, we made it back. And the only, honestly, the only music I remember even hearing
Mm-hmm.
was when they played um in the Club by 50 Cent. That is literally, and we had a live band that played it. That's the only song I remember.
Yeah.
Literally. They
I
were not that good.
yeah, I remember leaving early and we went and drove around in Fort Worth because it was boring. Like it was really boring. And I'm like, okay, so we did a little dancing. Now what do we do? And
Yeah.
like that place on at MTSU campus,
Mhm.
the was small. That was a small venue.
Yeah. Wasn't it like the James something Hall?
Yeah, like one of the halls named after somebody. Like I was like,
Mhm.
it's too crowded in here. One, two, this band sucks. Three, my feet hurt because I was wearing 4-inch stilettos. So ready
Damn.
to go. Ready to go.
Girl. Mine were not that, like, I didn't have stilettos on, but I had they were like a big chunky heel,
Mhm.
but I want to say it was probably like 2 to 3 inches, maybe two, because I don't feel like my feet hurt that much, but they were really cute. And I remember I got them from Marty and Liz. I don't
Yeah.
remember how much I gave for them, but I was like, God, it is so expensive to go to prom.
Mhm.
Like, because I had gotten my makeup done and
Mhm.
everything. Like, I went to um, what is that makeup place? Something Norman
Meryl
something.
Norman.
Merle Norman, that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
and got it done there. Honestly, it wasn't the best makeup, but girl, some people like some of their makeup was like, mm-mm. Like there was one girl, and I don't know if she listens to the podcast, so I ain't gonna say her name that we went to
Mhm.
school with, but she had like this dark brown eyeshadow on, and god dang, I was like, because she's pale and it was dark ass brown. It was so dark.
Like it
It
looked,
just didn't go on her face.
yeah, like it would have looked muddy if she was pale. Like what? Like why? What?
She looked like an entire clown. Bless her soul. Like I couldn't. And it was super sparkly brown too. Like I was just so confused. I was like,
What's
what if my eyes
staying
just stuck
dress?
upon me?
Like who wears brown to a prom? Like I had on sparkly pink everything. Like I had on like body glow that was had like pink reflex in it, and I was like, I look like a darn like pink pinata or something. Like what the heck? Like what the fuck? Like
Yes.
I went ham. And then, of course, at the time, my mom still sold Mary Kay. So I got all my makeup from under the cabinet. I was like, can I use this? And she's like, yes.
Good old Mary Kay.
Good old Mary Kay. It's
Oh,
funny.
Mary
It's
Kay. I wonder if she
hilarious
still
now.
makes makeup.
I can't even use it anymore. I'm allergic to it. Too much perfume.
Be like that. So did y'all, I cannot remember, like I remember going to the after party at school because we did the after party at school. And honestly, I was very shocked to see that some of the popular kids were actually at the school one and not getting like lit,
Mm-hmm.
at someone else's house. Like
Right.
totally expected that and was a little shocked that there were popular kids there. But that was kind of boring. Like we put on, I remember Lindsay and I put on our Fiesta shirts because that was what the after party was themed.
Right.
And they had like Mexican stuff everywhere because Fiesta.
Right.
And I remember that. And then I don't even know if they had food or not, but I do remember us going to McDonald's. And me, her, and Terry, the date, we all went to McDonald's and got like quarter pounders with cheese, I think, or double cheese. I don't know. We got some kind of fucking cheeseburger and we just like went ham on it. We sat in the parking lot. We couldn't even wait to get out. Like we were so hungry. We were just like tearing it up and left a damn McDonald's graveyard in my car.
Ooh. And see, I was like, okay, if the actual prom is this boring, I'm not going to the after party. Like, I don't want to go. But yeah, I mean, I know Justin and Trenton will not be going to any prom, but and I don't think I could get Trenton to wear a tuxedo. I can't even get him to wear dress pants or a dress shirt. He hates it. Like it's something about the restriction,
I was gonna ask if it was like a sensory thing, because girl, like I feel that way about costumes. Like I can't just, that's why like I hate buying costumes because of the way that like the material is. Yes. So, and for like some people, they just cannot wear like certain things, like due to the restrictiveness of things. So I totally get that.
And see, I'm the opposite. Things have to be like I have to have something that moves with me, because if it's like rubbing my skin when I move, I'm like, I'm going to scream. I'm gonna scream. And then like I don't know how they do like the way that I'm doing the homeschool for Trenton. I don't know how they do that. So I'm just gonna like when he's ready, I'm gonna do like a GED course with him, like help him do the GED course and let him get his diploma that way. Because I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. No one's called me. I have no communication. Like, I don't even know if they're still taking my attendance emails that I send. So
do you not like, are you doing it through the school, or are you just like doing it on your own or under like an umbrella school?
It's completely parent led, because I did like some research with the homeschool system, like the online schools and stuff, like the umbrella schools for online, and they're very reading based. And at the time when I started homeschooling Trenton, he read on like a first grade level, and he was like 13 or 14. And so I'm like, how is he supposed to do that? Like, how is that going to help him? So I've been doing parent led the whole time, and he basically teaches himself things and then tells me about it. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to Google what you're talking about, because I'm not familiar with computer science. But he tells me all about like how to program things, and then he went through that Google STEM program thing. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember doing this. This was cool." And I was like, "Okay, so cool."
See, I went through the Home Life Academy because like all you do is like pay that one registration fee, and it's not even that much. But you pay that, and then you just like report the grades. Like the school year starts in August, and then you report the grades and attendance in December, and then you report them again in June, and they turn it into the state for you, so you don't have to do anything. But
don't know. Like I've been using the same email that I got when I went up there the first time. Like I've been
mhm,
sending the attendance to that email, like scanning it on my printer, and
mhm,
then sending it to the one lady because that's who you like report to if you're doing parent led. And I'm like,
mhm.
she's not responding, so maybe they're just recording it. And I'm like, can I get some feedback here? So I'm gonna
I
email her.
wonder, I mean, I would think, yeah, I don't know. With it being like parent led, I guess it's up to you to give them like a high school diploma type thing.
Hmm.
Because that's what I'm doing with Justin. Like there's a guy that does them on Etsy, and I had him do Nick's 8th grade graduation certificate.
Yeah.
So he does them like, because he does like the calligraphy form and stuff.
Um,
And yeah, so like I ordered that for Justin. So that's
mhm.
what I'm going to give him on the Sunday after the prom that we're doing for him.
Okay.
I'm going to give him that. And he is going to wear Michaela's cap and gown that she had since he went to the same high school that she did.
Right.
I'm just going to put him in that. And I've ordered him a 2023 tassel.
Hmm.
And we're going to put him in that and just take pictures of him. And that's
His
it.
little mustache.
Yeah, I need to shave his beard, girl. It's getting out of control.
Yeah.
All of this on his neck is like long AF. I'm
It's
like, no, I hate doing it.
like Trenton has like mutton chops. Like it's growing in like
Hmm.
right here, and he's got like his little goatee right here, and
That's
like
how
his
Nick's it,
mustache.
or Nick. Wow, that's how Justin's is. I don't know why I said Nick. Like that boy, he still has peach fuzz.
Bless it.
Yeah,
Even though he's 6'2", working on 6'3".
exactly.
So I do have to work on the 26th, but I
Mhm.
will be sure to. I can run by. But what time were you thinking of having it?
What on the 26th, the
Mm-hmm.
prom?
Mm-hmm.
Um, like 6 o'clock,
Okay.
and then the graduation will be on the 28th. And that will probably be like 12. I know it's on a Sunday, but like, I mean, I can't do two things in a like I can't do prom and then do the graduation on Saturday because I need time to
That's a
prep.
lot.
Yeah, because I'm making a Cocoa Pebbles cake for Justin's graduation. Yeah, and I'm gonna need time. That's probably gonna take me all day to do it. Lord. Um,
Like,
but yeah, that'll probably be like a lunch thing because I'm gonna like make like sandwiches and stuff for that one. But the prom will be pizza and prom.
pizza and I
So
like that. That's
yeah,
cute.
and because he loves pizza,
You know.
and then I'm also gonna make him Reese's chocolate chip cookies. So
Oh.
he loves Reese's too. So
Mm-hmm.
that'll be cute.
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for Trenton. I'm gonna have to brainstorm. Maybe he'll come. I don't know. He's becoming more and more of an introvert, like his mama.
Girl, I feel that.
And I'm
Me
like,
too.
I just want to do things. Do things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's take a quick break and then we'll talk more about graduation of our children and our memories from our graduation because I have some we have some funny memories, I think.
Yes. I'm already thinking of them.
Right? All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. And we're talking about senior memories from 20 years ago, as well as brainstorming for creating that experience for our homeschooled kiddos. I have not put much thought into this because my son is bit of an introvert. He doesn't really like parties or celebrations. He doesn't like being the center of attention. So outside of getting him like a class ring and like a pseudo diploma or something like that, like that's as far as I've gone. Christy has a full plan for her kiddos. And we have some funny memories from our graduation. Where shall we start?
Oh Lord.
Huh.
Oh gosh. Let me
What
think.
One of my favorite ones is stupid.
Okay, bring it.
Okay. So do you remember, like, we had to wear very specific outfits, and like they had to be a certain length, certain colors, like all that stuff. And then we both described our dresses to each other. And then we were like, oh, that sounds cute. And then we show up in the same damn dress, the exact same dress.
Yep.
And we were like, bitch, what? How ditzy are we that we did not realize we were explaining the same exact dress?
Yes. Oh my God, that was so damn funny. We could not have been more twinning if we tried.
Literally. Like, it was so stupid. And I'm like, how did I miss? Like, and I even remember, like, we kind of described them in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but it still went over our heads. And I'm like, damn. So, yeah.
Oh my God.
Full twinning.
Yep.
That was a night. It was also my birthday. So that was the night I turned 18.
Yep. May 29, 2003. Never forget that.
Nope.
Did you ever?
Bye-bye. My computer did something.
What? I think you're froze. Oh, there you are. Now you're moving.
I think you froze too at the same time. Like, that was weird.
Well, damn. We just over here freezing at the same damn time. Did you like do your own graduation invitations, or did you get them from Jostens?
No, I got them from Jostens.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I had like, I think my mom ordered, I feel like she ordered like 50 or 25 maybe. I don't know. But let's just say she ordered 25. Well, she ordered about 21 more than what was needed. Because literally.
Well, damn. Damn.
I'm telling you, we family feud, so we didn't have very many people in the family that we invited.
That's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe my family's weird, but like, I don't remember how many invitations I ordered, but I just remember like my brother came, like my middle brother, not they're my half brothers. Not the older one, but the second born one. And then like then there's twins. So like they didn't come and my older brother didn't come, but my middle brother came, and he like we took some pictures of my mom and stuff like that. And that was all fun. And then like I just remember, because I was a senior in choir, we also had to sing the national anthem. And I was like, I don't want to. Can I just go to my seat? And they were like, no, you have to. And I was like,
no. And I don't even remember that.
girl, I was so short, you probably couldn't see me. It's like I was standing by like on a riser, standing behind someone that was taller than me, standing on a riser below me.
Well,
and I'm
Lord.
like, it's okay. You don't have to see me. It's fine. I don't care that much. But I was like, and it was weird because I wasn't even singing alto. I was singing like tenor. And I'm like, can I just sit down? Please. I was stupid. And I was so scared I was going to fall walking across that damn stage. Like,
what shoes did you have on? Because I don't remember.
I had on like a wedge,
That's what I thought. Didn't I have wedges on too?
Yes, girl, I'm telling you, we were wearing the same exact
completely
outfit.
Twinning.
Yes. Like from head to toe. We even both had honors ropes.
Oh, I didn't have honors ropes.
I thought you did.
No. Girl, I barely made it, man. I was like a C/D student, literally. I hated school so much. I never listened. And here's the thing. ADHD was definitely a thing my entire like childhood, and it went undiagnosed because
Okay.
I should have been medicated.
Mhm.
I literally could never concentrate on anything because I was always thinking about other things. And
Mhm.
in the least little bit of distraction, it was over. I don't even know how I made.
Oh no, you froze again. What happened? Okay, we're done with that.
Like, I never seen shit. I have in front of me.
Mhm.
It's the luck of the Irish. I'm 6% Irish. That's an Irish thing. No, I just made that up. But anyway. Oh yeah. So of course we were both wearing wedges.
Of course.
Mm-mm-mm.
Of course. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. Because well, they made us wear like we had to wear like black or white or black and white. Couldn't wear
Which is
anything
what
else.
we did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it couldn't be longer than our gown. And I'm like,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
Yep. I remember it was so hard to find something. And then when I found that, I was like, oh, perfect.
Right. And I was like, yes, this is the dress. I don't care that it's a women's dress, but it fits me and it is the right length. And
Yep.
that's it. Like it's just it fits and it's the right length. End of story. And I was like,
So
I just
damn
remember
funny.
thinking, like, when are they gonna fucking be done? I need a nap. I'm tired. Ugh.
It was like getting ready for graduation was so tiring. Like having to take our gowns and get them like, which I don't even know. I don't think everybody did it, but I know I did because I remember them mentioning it, but
Mhm.
that you needed to have it like steam cleaned so that way it would be wrinkle free. But I'm pretty sure I saw people with like wrinkly ass gowns,
Yeah.
first of all. And second, we had to get the collars sewed on,
Mhm.
which I think didn't your mom sew yours on? I feel like she did.
It was pinned.
Okay.
It was never
Well, I got
attached to
mine
the
sewed
gown.
on.
Never.
Nah,
And I was like, I don't want to. I don't.
right, like that was a lot of shit we had to do
And then the
to get ready for that.
practices, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is dumb. I don't want to do it anymore.
I feel like something happened when we did our rehearsal, like somebody tripped or something, or maybe they tripped during graduation. I can't remember. I feel like something happened, something funny.
I don't know.
I think maybe it was just during the rehearsal. I
Mhm.
know when they called out Miranda's name,
Mhm.
because her last name was Haggany, that's how you pronounced it.
Mhm.
And somebody called her Miranda Hog Honey, and we could not stop
How'd they
Hog
get Hog
Honey.
Hawney out of Hackney?
Right? Like Hog Honey, like what?
No.
No.
Phonetics, no. No.
Mm, right.
I don't remember any
Um,
speeches. Do you remember any of the speeches?
nope.
I'm
Not a
pretty
single
sure I
one.
was talking the whole time.
Yeah, probably same here.
I'm bored. Can we be done now? And the worst thing about it is like we did all of that rigmarole, as my granny would say, and then we got handed an empty diploma placard. And I was like,
Was it empty?
mhm.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I got mine in the mail some weeks later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Um, do you remember when they went to throw the caps up?
Mm-hmm.
And I did not throw mine because I didn't want
And
to lose mine.
I neither. Mm-hmm.
I was like, I went like this and I went like that, but I didn't actually throw it. So I like at least participated,
Right.
but not really.
I remember them saying, don't throw it way up because you'll never find it again. And so I kind
Yeah.
of like threw mine like a frisbee and then caught it. And I was like, okay, I have it. But like, and then I ended up with like two tassels. I don't know.
That's weird.
I'm like, why do I have two tassels? Oh, and then the
It must have
stupid,
intertwined with someone else's on the way up.
I don't know, maybe I ordered an extra one so I could put it in my car.
You probably did. You probably had one for the cap and then one for the car.
Yeah.
I only had one, and I just took the one that was on, I think. Or maybe I did have two. I don't know. I know
I don't know.
I had that one forever. I don't know where it's at now.
Mine is in that box over there with the scrapbook and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I guarantee you I can bet money I don't fucking have it. Now I do still have this little, it was an owl with a graduation gown and cap on, and it was like it was a piece for a necklace, so you could just put it on any chain that you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Hatfield, the banking
Mm-hmm.
teacher, she gave it to all of us.
Aw.
It was really cute and it was sweet, but here's the thing.
Mm.
Me and Miss Hatfield, you ever heard of Hatfields and McCoys? We were definitely Hatfields and McCoys, okay? I was McCoys and she was Hatfields. And that bitch,
Mm. Yeah,
I had so much animosity towards that woman. I don't know what her problem was with me,
girl.
but I can remember she made my senior year a living hell. And that was the only time I ever had her was senior year. And I had her for 3 fucking periods in a row, Ashley, because the
No.
banking class was during lunch, so it was
Mhm.
4th period plus like the lunch, so it was 3 periods
Yeah.
basically. Um, well, we had it for 4th, and then we had it for, I swear we had it like 5th and 6th period. I don't remember. I
I
just
don't
know
know.
I was in there for a very long time.
Excuse me. I remember you being in there like from lunch to like
Like the end of
all
the fucking day.
afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, like I remember.
Yeah.
You
Girl, I don't,
girl, whatever her problem was, she had the same one with me because I had her freshman year for keyboarding, and she would like get on to me for like asking questions. And I'm like, wait. I was like, wait, can you go back a little bit? Like, I had her for freshman year for keyboarding, and she literally was like so snippy with me, and she would get mad. And
oh
I'm like,
Lord.
what did I? We're supposed to be sending emails right now. I'm sending the email. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was because I was on Yahoo Chat a lot.
Girl, I used to stay on that Yahoo chat. I
I met
never
a
took her keyboarding,
28-year-old
but
hypnotist on Yahoo Chat. That place was dangerous. Dangerous.
girl,
There was
it
Edwin.
was.
He sent me pictures and everything, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Was it nude pictures of
No, no,
Ted?
no, no.
Okay.
It was of him like hypnotizing people, or like in like his.
Okay.
He was supposedly in the armed forces as well, and so he sent me a picture of himself in his uniform, and he like sent me a letter, and my granny caught me trying to respond, and I was like, dodged a full bullet and some
Girl, that's a whole
certificates.
pedophile.
I know, and I was like, my
Lord.
dumbass doing? Who let me on the computer?
Who let Ashley on the damn computer?
I had to take
Y'all
some
know
sort of
better.
elective, and I couldn't take photography. So, keyboarding. Still can't type.
Keyboarding it is. I never took keyboarding, but I can remember Miss Hatfield, like she was, I don't know how old she was, but she looked old AF to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't, looking back at her, she didn't have that many wrinkles, but like I still don't know how old she was because she definitely wore orthopedic shoes, and I'm
Yeah.
talking like ones with the Velcro straps on them.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I do remember her, like me working in the bank and whatever. Well, apparently, since I didn't come, you remember the morning of the Powder Puff game? Or like whenever we had the Powder Puff games where the guys dressed up like girls and they went out
Yes.
on the field? Yeah.
Yes. I do remember
And I
that.
think the
That
girls
was
dressed up like dudes, like it was opposite or whatever.
yes.
Yeah. So we were supposed to be able to go for
Mm-hmm.
free, like because we were in the bank and we worked and we sold the tickets for them
Mm-hmm.
because we would sell them like during lunch and shit. Well,
Mm-hmm.
apparently, since I didn't work that the morning of the Powder Puff game,
Mm-hmm.
I remember passing by the bank, but I had to get to the annex because my first class, I think, was in the annex.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to get down there. And I remember I had gotten there like, I don't remember what time of the morning it was. I just remember passing by the bank and I saw Miranda sitting up there selling tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And I passed by and had to go to my locker, which it was weird because I know I had to go to the annex, but my locker was in the science department. I do remember that, or somewhere near the science department.
That's
I don't know.
across the building.
Girl, it was fucked. Um, but I passed by there or whatever, and I didn't think anything of it.
Mhm.
Obviously, like, it was a volunteer thing. Like, I remember her saying, like, if you can, like, come and sell tickets, that morning or whatever, but it wasn't required, right?
Mhm.
So my first class was Miss Salty. So I had
Yeah,
German first
right.
period. So I went to her class and I let her know, I was like, hey, I was like, since I work in the bank, I'm supposed to be going to the Powerpuff game. Like, we're supposed to be selling concessions and stuff during the game.
Mhm.
And I said, so I don't need like a ticket or anything. And she's like, okay, that's fine. So
Mhm.
I went all the way down there. And when I got up to like the fence where they were letting people in,
Mhm.
Miss Hatfield was standing up. Like, I saw Miss Hatfield and she was standing there. There was like a truck and there was like stuff on there. And I saw everybody at the bank, like that worked with me in the bank,
Mhm.
sitting on the truck. And I like waved at everybody like that. And then whenever Miss Hatfield saw me, she come charging her fucking tall ass up there with her orthopedic shoes and her dopey fucking glasses and her curly fucking mullet hair. And she was like, I ain't salty 20 years later. Miss Hatfield, if you still alive, we got beef. Anyway, I really don't think she's still alive, but if she is, fuck that bitch. Anyway, I'm sorry. It gets me revved up about her. Okay. But she comes charging up there and she
Mhm.
was like, go, you are not to be here. And I was like, I had no idea what the fuck was happening. I like looked around and everybody was just staring at me. And I was like, what? And I said, I thought you wanted us to sell that. She's like, get out of here. You didn't sell those tickets this morning and you don't deserve to be out here. I don't deserve to be out here selling concessions because I'm pretty sure that would be a favor to you. But okay. So I like walked away and I was so mad, Ashley. And you already know when
Mhm.
you piss me off,
Mhm.
if you see me cry, you better fucking run. But I
Right.
had to make sure that I turned away
Mhm.
and walked back towards the building. And when I got into Miss Salty's room, I burst into tears and everybody was like, what happened? And of course, like everybody in there was like cool, it wasn't a thing of like people making fun of you, like, oh, what the fuck you crying for, you big titty baby? It wasn't like that.
Mhm.
But I looked at Miss Salty and I was like, and I told her the whole story,
Mhm.
and she was like, oh, what is her problem? And she's like, I don't even like her anyway. And I was like, thank you. And then everybody
Right.
else in the classroom was like, I don't like her either. Like, and literally everybody was like, I don't like her. She's mean. I
She is
was
mean.
like,
She was like,
she is.
it's like she hated teenagers, but she was a teacher in a high school. Like,
Yeah,
girl, find a new job. Stop it.
exactly. Why are you teaching high schoolers if you don't like them? Sis.
Just bye. Just bye.
Bye. Mm.
High school was I'm so like I don't know what possessed me to go to college because I hated school. Like I passed whatever blah blah blah, but I hated getting up every day, going to learn things. Like, but now I'm like, ew, I want to read books and I want to learn new things and like find new facts and like all this stuff. And I'm like,
Yep.
but now I'm like, I don't have enough brain cells left, I swear.
Yep.
But
I feel you.
I'm like, high school is just like just drudgery to me, and I'm like, I want to not do this anymore. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
I'm
Girl. Hmm.
and girl.
All of that.
Also, it was expensive. Senior picture,
Yeah.
prom, all the events and crap, like all this. It was stupid. But I
It
have to
was.
say, some of it was fun.
Yeah, it was. And I feel like our class, I just felt like they were a bunch of fuddy duds. Like, I don't know if you remember or if you went to any, well, obviously you were on the dance team, never mind. So you were
Mhm.
clearly at pep rallies.
Mhm.
Um, but I didn't go to any of like the freshman pep rallies,
Mhm.
but I went to the sophomore ones.
Mhm.
And every time they would get over to our section, like, how they would have each section like stand up and like hoot and holler and shit for our class. and they would get to ours, and we would literally not do a damn thing. And then it happened again senior year. I was expecting that we were going to be so fucking hype. And I was like, oh, we're definitely going to be hype. We're seniors this year. And literally crickets. Like, what the fuck was wrong with our class? Like, why? I think we all fucking hated it, and we were all done at that point.
Yeah. We were all like,
done
okay.
probably freshman year.
Like, woo! And I'm
Yep.
like, we never won t-shirts and things. And I'm
Nope,
like,
never.
so damn exciting.
Never.
But yeah. No, high school was an experience. I mean, if I feel like Bella's having a grand old time in high school at the moment, although there have been some incidences of unfortunate harassment because of the way she looks. Y'all do something about your darn sons. Okay? Do something about your sons. Teach them how not to be disgusting. Please. I'd hate to have to beat up a teenager. Thank you.
Girl. What is mama's teaching they boys these days?
Nothing.
Not teaching them damn respect. Nothing.
So y'all get your cheerings. But anyway, like she's having a grand old time. But like Trenton, like from 5th grade on, he's been like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm not learning anything because I can't read. I can't keep up. Like, he's very self-aware. So I'm like, you know what? It's fine. And now I can read. Take him out of school and he learned to read. But so,
girl, I'm telling you, anytime, like, it's like when they're in special like classes, or if they have any type of special need at all, like if they're just behind or anything like that, like they are teaching them things not academic, like it's like they're the repetitiveness. And I only like obviously I knew that that's what they were doing with Justin as well. Like just teaching him the repetitive things. It's like the same shit, different day, like every fucking day. And the same shit since he was in fucking kindergarten, like over and over and over. And girl, since you love to read too, I had bought this book from thrift books because their books are super cheap and used, and sometimes you can get new ones for cheap too.
right.
But it's called Ido and Autism Land. Now it looks like it says Ido, like IDO, but it's pronounced Ido.
Okay.
But it is literally a kid that is exactly, like, I want to say exactly the same as Justin.
Okay.
Nonverbal, like completely nonverbal, only makes sounds, flaps his arms. Like obviously that's, part of autism, but that's also autism is a very broad spectrum. So that's not really just part of it. That's one of the more major signs of it, I guess you would say. But he was severely, or is severely autistic. And he said in this book, he wrote this book. Okay. He writes by using a letter board. So he puts the letters like on the board and tells you what to say, what he's trying to say. And he told his mom, and she found that out by accident. She realized like she was doing hand over hand with him, like doing something that was hand over hand. And he was like moving his hand like he was writing, and she realized what he was doing. So she put a pencil in his hand, and she realized he could write. It just took him a long time to actually write, but he was actually writing to her. And that's when she got the letter board, and he does better with the letter board now. But he said he is so tired of being taught the repetitive things over and over, and he just wants to scream, but he can't. And he can't tell these teachers and these specialists and these experts that he knows all of this stuff, and stop ingraining it in him. Like he knows what a cat is. He knows what a dog is. He knows what a tree is. Like stop fucking telling him. He's over it. And I'm like, I guarantee you Justin was the same way. And he was probably getting frustrated in school being taught the same shit over and over and over when he fucking knows it already. And I know that he knows it. They just keep making him do it. And it's like, and this kid also said that like his mind would tell his body what to do, but his body would do the opposite of what his mind would tell him. So to the teachers, it always looked like he wasn't mastering anything, like all of these things they had him do over and over and over. If he picked the wrong one time, it was okay, well now we got to start all over again. And in his head he had it right, but his his body, his motor skills, they're not matching up because it's a neurological thing. And I'm like,
Right.
he literally makes so much sense. Like
Hmm.
my eyes have been so open to this. Like I am woke AF, girl.
Right.
Woke
And
AF. So
that's the
yeah,
thing.
I believe it.
Like we always say, it's like Justin probably speaks French and Mandarin and Spanish just by
Yeah.
watching the videos. And it's like Trenton has always been like he parrots. And like, so his short-term memory is amazing. He might not remember someone's name, but if you
Mhm.
ask him to repeat something he's heard more than once, he knows exactly. Like he's like, oh yeah, that's whatever. So it's like
Mhm.
the traditional classroom is the exact opposite of what he needs. So
Yeah.
it's like, how are we, and like even one of his teachers said that. She was like, he's not going to thrive in this setting. And I'm like, I know, but I can't. Like at the time, I worked like full time at State Farm, and like I didn't know I could friggin' teach my own son. Like I
Right.
wasn't allowed to then, but then they changed some rule, and then suddenly you can do parent led learning instead of having to have like an umbrella school and having like an online school and things like that. So it's
Mhm.
like, and it's like I feel like now American classrooms are changing as much as they can, to better facilitate more children instead of the neurotypical children only. And I'm
Right.
like, that would have been nice, um some years ago when I was in,
Yeah.
because it's like
Yeah.
it takes me forever to read a book because I'm still like mildly dyslexic, and I transpose letters, numbers, anything, some my comprehension. It took me a long time to figure out comprehension. And so it's like now that I know, and I found like ways around it, but it's like, so I basically did the same thing with Trenton, like find another way, because the
Mhm.
way that you were taught is stupid and it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, it's like high school was a struggle and irritating, and but there were fun moments when you get to the end. So I stuck it out
Yeah. Yep.
and I enjoyed it. So, and now our babies get to be done with all that crap finally.
Yep.
And we
Yeah.
got that last one to get off to graduation and prom and all that jazz, and it's like almost done.
Yep.
Almost done.
I know it, girl. We've just about done our time.
Right? Done our
we
time, and then we'll just
three
coast. Enjoy the
three-ish
coast.
more years and I'll be done with my time. Of course,
Mm,
that won't be a thing.
no.
I'm sure.
Well,
I already told Nick, I was like, if you're going to college, like you can definitely stay here. I'm like, you can stay here, like even if you're not going to college, like until you cannot afford to get out on your own. Because I mean, they're saying now that a lot of people are staying with their parents until they're 26 years old because they cannot afford to be on their own. And I believe it.
mm-hmm. And that's why,
Absolutely.
like, my kids were even asking, they were like, do we have to move out when we turn 18? And I was like, absolutely not. And you bet not.
Right. You
Stay
have to
at
be,
home.
you know what? And you're going to birth the children in this house too. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
going nowhere.
Oh, Bella's and told me, she's like, I don't want to be a mom. And I was
That's what
like, girl, you better give me
Nick
some
doesn't
fur
want to be a
babies.
dad.
Right.
Michaela don't want to be a mom either. So,
They're like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. And I was like, so you know how you acted and how
mm,
you was difficult, and you don't want to
mm-hmm,
go through all that. Like,
mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Nick's like, I already know. He said, if I was a dad, I would have to drop kick those kids. I'm like, you say it now, but like your frontal lobe isn't even fully developed. You're gonna change your mind.
Yeah.
You'll likely change your mind that you want kids later. Like
Right.
I mean, because they need time to think about that type of stuff. Like they can't, you make decisions now as a kid that you don't even fully comprehend until you'll look back on it when you're in your 30s and be like, damn, why did I do that?
That. Yeah.
Right? Like I
Yeah.
should have waited until my frontal lobe was fully developed before I started
Right.
making big decisions.
Right? And it's like, I don't know. I feel like I was more reactive. Like none of those were decisions. I was just doing things and dealing with the consequences.
Right. You know what? You're right. Because we don't, decisions mean you have to sit and decide. We
Mm-hmm.
ain't even deciding. We just was doing them,
Just doing stuff. Just
doing
doing
stuff and
random
things.
stuff. Things we had
Mhm.
no business doing.
Exactly.
No, no business having babies, but I sure did. Which is why
Hmm.
I have a child that is 20 years younger than me.
Same.
Mm.
Yep. We practically grew up with our children.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. I haven't grown up yet though. I'm still working on
girl.
that. I'm a child. Step
I'm
child,
immature AF, girl.
right? Anyway, thanks for listening to our podcast. Thanks for walking down memory lane of our senior year with us, and congratulate our senior babies in the comments, and
Yes,
like and
please.
subscribe if you'd like to listen and hear more, and look out for the poll on Spotify. And we have been Social Sanity, or lack thereof, and we hope that you have a wonderful um senior year if you're a senior. And parents,
Yeah.
you got this. It's fine.
Yeah. Thanks for listening and watching.
And watching. And y'all have a good night. Oh, if you have any feedback, just head over to social sanity podcast at gmail.com and shoot us a message. And we will see y'all at a later date.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.